Everyone, it's Patty. Happy New Year. I hope 2019 is a great year for all of us. I feel like I'm back in my craft room again. I was away in New York to visit my kids and grandkids for the holidays, and now I'm back in Florida, and I'm loving the weather so much better, and I'm glad to be back in my craft room. Anyway, there's a lot going on at Stamping Up. We have our occasions catalog, and there's some really beautiful things in here. We're going to be using this Butterfly Gala, which has beautiful stamps and then a matching punch or a coordinating punch. And there's some really pretty things you can do here with this. And then Celebration is going on. So during Celebration, you spend $50 or $100 on anything you want. It could be from the annual catalog, the clearance rack, occasions catalog, and you'll get a free item. So, for instance, this little froggy is, if you spend $50, you get him for free. Just looking for the paper we're using. I had it open before. So this Botanical Butterfly Designer Series paper, if you spend $50, you get this paper for free. So it's a really good deal. There's some embellishments, these elements as well. There's some really great stuff here. So, and then the other thing I'll just mention quick, if you decide to join Stamping Up, you can join under my team. I'd love to have you. You can get really, it's like hard to say no to. You can get for $99, $175 worth of product, whatever you want. And it's free shipping. And then once you join, you can get a 20% discount on any future orders. And there's really, like, you could drop whenever you want. It's really like a no-brainer here. Option 2 is you get $175 worth of products, plus this great bag. It's called a Craft and Carry tote. It's got a lot of room for things, and that's for $129. So you get the $175, the tote, free shipping for $129. So this is a fantastic deal. I can't say enough about it. I mean, this really is wonderful. So anyway, if you're interested, let me know, and I would love to have you join under my team. We're in a Facebook group. We have a great time together. You can go to the convention. There's one coming up in April, and you have to register by January 15th. So it's a fun thing to do. So anyway, let's get to the card. This is the card I made, and it's hope you're feeling better soon. I needed a card for someone, so I used this sentiment. The sentiment actually comes from this Humming Along set. Hope you feel better soon. Today on the video, I'm going to use the, I think, thank you so very much. So I'll stick within this. Now this stamp set, it's photopolymer. And the stamps themselves, it's one stamp. So you get two butterflies on one stamp. Pretty cool. And then you can punch it out with the coordinating punch, all in one shot. And then you have pieces that you can do inside to color it, either fully, or you could do the top and the bottom. And there's some really nice sayings. I love the different butterfly looks. So this is the one I used for this card, and now we're going to use this one. So let's get started. The colors for this, I used the, it's black and white, and then this is lemon lime twist. I did some sponging with the lemon lime twist, and then the blueberry bushel, I think it's called, one of the new in colors. I'm going to use Melamambo instead of the blue, just to give it a little bit different look, and I'm going to use the other butterfly. So I have my pieces already cut out. Oh, and the other thing, see this beautiful rectangle? This I cut out with the new rectangle framelets, I should say. And these are fantastic. These are in the Occasions catalog, and you get a ton of them. So I used this one, and it's really, like, look at all these rectangles. It's amazing. You can layer like crazy. So I already did that. We don't have to do that now, but I just ran it through my Big Shot. And these are all the pieces, and I'll give you the dimensions on my blog. So if you go over to pspapercrafts.com, you can get all the dimensions. So the first thing I'm going to do, I have a piece of scrap, and I'm going to use my black Memento ink, and I'm just going to ink up the butterfly outline. And we'll just do this. And then I'm going to sponge it. Now I got this idea from Patty Bennett. It's not my idea, but we like to share, so it's a good thing to borrow other people's ideas and make it your own. So I'm going to do the center in Lemon Lime Twist, and I'm just going to use my dauber, and I'm just going to kind of blot it and rub it around here in the center, and you can go as far out as you want. You can do whatever colors you want. I thought about doing Daffodil Delight and making it yellow, but I really like this Lemon Lime Twist. It's so bright and cheery. I love it. Okay, so that's done. And then I will get the Melon Mambo and do just the outsides. Now you'll see that it does, you know, go over the edges a little bit, but I don't think it's noticeable, really. Like, it doesn't bother me that it's outside the edge a little bit. I don't think people would even notice that. So otherwise you can just stamp it, and we're going to stamp the inside, so you'll see how that works as well. So it's pretty easy to do, and isn't this such a bright color combination? I love it. Okay, and let me just close this up and close this one up as well. Okay, now we've got to get the body on. So you have little bodies, and we're just going to, it's hard to tell what's the top and what's the bottom. I kind of think the thicker part is the top, and you kind of want to just go right in the middle of it, stamp it down, and then the same thing with this one. And I don't think it matters which one's the top and which one's the bottom. Okay. Now we'll put the top on this, and we will get the punch, and all you really have to do is line it up, and you kind of have to line up the wings and the bodies. And I did try it doing the body after, and I think that worked pretty well, because you see, if you don't have the body lined up exactly, it kind of gets off a little bit, but I think that's okay. Okay, so we've got our butterflies, and I like to just bend them a little bit, give him a little flight. Yeah, see, his body's off a little bit. I probably should have done him first with the punched him out and then done the body. So I actually have a practice one, so we're going to do with the magic of television. I did it that way with this one. It's still off a little bit, but we'll use this one. And let's see. I'm going to want to do the inside as well. So on the inside of this, I just did the 2 butterflies. I didn't do the sponging because it would be messy in here. And I did the top and bottom wings different colors, and this one just solid. So let's get that going as well. And then we can just layer everything up. It's a pretty easy card. So the way I did this, I know there would still be ink left on this, so I kind of did a different kind of masking. I just inked it up, and then I put the Post-it note on the butterfly I'm not using. So I tried to ink up the bottom. And you can see the ink goes on this good. And then I put a Post-it note just on the top butterfly, just to keep him out of the way. I didn't want any residue, is that the right word? Ink, residual, whatever, ink on it. So now I'm going to do the same thing with the top butterfly. I mean, I could have cleaned it, but I just figured this would be easy. And let's see. And this one I'm going to use 2 pieces just to make sure I cover it good. You can see I did this earlier. I was playing around with it. I just didn't want to get any ink on the card. And we're going to put him up there. I'm not putting an inside sentiment. I will also do my little bodies. And I'm going to put antennae on this one as well. So all the pieces come together in the stamp set, which is nice. So then there's these antenna, and we'll just put that right up here. And I have one on this side for the little guy. Hard to see. Okay. And then on these butterflies, what I did was I took the little butterfly, and there's a solid inside. So we'll get him done. And you really have to kind of look over it to make sure you're covering all of the wings and everything. And that looks good. And then I'll do the bottom wings in the green. And you could do these both in the same color if you wanted to. You don't have to do them two different colors. And then the top wings I'm going to do in the Melon Mambo. And then I also have to do my sentiment in the Melon Mambo. So let me leave that out. And I don't think I want it quite so dark. So I'm going to stamp on scrap. And then I will stamp right on here. And a little tip, if you don't get it good coverage, what you can do is get your blender pen, and you can just pick up some ink. Well, actually, I think this might have some green on it, because I was doing the green before. So just pick up some ink and just kind of fill in maybe where it's not covered good. It's a little bit dark, but that's all right. There we go. So that's just a little tip if you wanted to fill in if you didn't get it stamped exact. And now let's get our sentiment going. I just want to see where I'm going to put my butterflies. And I have my sentiment mounted. And again, I'll have all the dimensions for everything on my blog. So that looks good. I know what that little smudge is. There we go. All right, so let's put our ink away. Now all we have to do is put everything together. And I used liquid adhesive for all of these pieces. I have this white, I have very narrow borders behind each layer, I should say. And what I like to do is use a liquid glue because I think it gives you that little time to move it around if you needed to. It just gives you that little bit of give so that you can get it exactly placed right. Okay. And then we'll put the lemon lime twist layer. I love the liquid glue. It's very strong, but it just gives you that, you know, get it in the right place time. And then this is the designer series paper. This is the other side of this sheet. I like black and white, so this was right up my alley. Let me just get the corners a little bit more. And you don't need much of this, just a little bit goes a long way. And I'm just going to put this right over so that the white border is showing. And then this is another piece of the designer series paper. I hated to cut it, but I wanted to just keep going with the black and white theme here. And this goes end to end here. Okay, and then let me put this on the inside. I did pop up the rectangle with dimensionals. So let me get this going, and then we'll put that on and the butterflies on. And then we will be done. Pretty easy. Isn't that pretty? I love this color combo. Just bright and cheery. And then you could write whatever message. I mean, you could stamp in a sentiment inside, depending on what kind of card you're making. And let me get some dimensionals on the back of this. So I'll put one in each corner and then one in the middle. Love my dimensionals. Just take the backing off. It's so nice to get these free items, and I love that they coordinate with the items in the catalog. It just really is so nice. Get this all kind of centered. And then for the butterflies, I just stick the some glue on the body part so that the wings can fly free. Wow, that was bad. A little bit. And I'll just push this down with my tool here. And once that dries, I can lift up the wings a little more. Put this one down. Same thing here. Okay, and then the last thing, on this card I put some of these sequins. These are called basic adhesive back sequins. So there's different colors, and they have the adhesive right on the back. But I think for this one, I kind of want to brighten it up a little bit more. I'm going to use these glitter enamel dots. So I'll just use, this is Melon Mambo, so I figured, oh, perfect. I'll just get one right up here. I like to use the smaller ones. That's just my preference, but you can use whatever you want. And I'll just put 3 on. They say odd numbers is pleasing to the eye, so I like to do that. Put it right there. I never know where to put them. So anyway, these are the cards. I think they're really pretty. I love this set. I love that you can, you know, punch out both butterflies at the same time. And let me know which one you like better, the Melon Mambo or the Blueberry Bush. I don't even know what it's called. But let me know what you think, and join me again for my next one. I appreciate you stopping by. You take care. Bye.